Welcome to episode number 31 of Turning $100 into $1 million, the series where I risk a whopping $100 of my money in an attempt for your entertainment to turn it into $1 million. This video, we do have another stock to look at a little bit later on in this episode, but we are going to, as always, look at the current profit and loss numbers of my holdings. So we have RF, which is now back in the green. We are now up again on RF. After a little while of being in the red, we are now back up in the green at about half a percentage point, or 12 cents. DGLY is still about the same, 18.64%, or $16.94. Levi, not too far off from being in the green again, 5.81%, or 152. And then Viacom, 940, or 61.84%. And then OXLC, 744, or 18.67% held back. And the charts, DGLY, it took a hit after those few days where it was surging and it was looking like it was going to reach $4 and beyond, and unfortunately it did come down a drop, but not too much. It's still in the 330s, which is not terrible, and it bounced back from this 945 low here where it was in the 320s rather, and it bounced back. So it's not totally finished. There is still life. It's not like it's going to zero. It's just pretty much trading sideways right now. It has some good days, some bad days, but I'm still confident in DGLY, and I'm still going to be holding on to it, and it's looking rather good so far. RF, even though it was down 12 cents today, I'm still in the green. It actually at one point was in the green at 11.13. It hit $11 again, which if it could maintain above 11 bucks, that would be fantastic for this stock, as for a very long time, it's been 10 and change for many days now. So 6 months looks pretty much sideways, but there is movement happening, and I am confident in RF. This was, of course, a free stock that I received, so I didn't have much say in it, but I do like this stock, and it does pay a nice, hefty dividend. And if you would like free stocks with Webull, you can go ahead and use my link down below in the description. You can sign up, get a free stock valued up to $1,400 when you use my link down below in the description with Webull and sign up. Levi, pretty good day today, up over 1% or 14 cents. Closed at 12.33. And right now, the highest it's been this entire month, at one point it was at 14.40, so it has come down a lot. But these last 5 days, it's made some movement, and perhaps an uptrend is coming again for this stock. Just waiting for it to pop, really, so it could hit back at almost 20 bucks would be obviously ideal. And Viacom, at one point, it was all the way up, even surpassing $25 and going all the way, looking like it was going to 26, but then it totally drastically dropped, and luckily it did rebound slightly from its 11.30 low here, but not too much, and it ended up being down for the day, but after hours it took another drop. It is still up for the month though, which is nice, up about 8%, but 6 months you could see it is forming this uptrend. This is definitely an uptrend here from the virus low, and it's slowly working its way back to the 30s. I'd probably sell it probably around $30, but if it can go even higher than that, then I'll wait and see. OXLC, basically break even if you include after hours. Still trading sideways within this window here, 4 and change. It's not really breaking down or breaking out. It's pretty much stagnant, but holding that for now. And then this is the stock I want to look at in today's video. Now, it's not so much a insane runner that we've seen in past episodes where the stock can go up several hundred times or even a couple 1,000% in some scenarios. This one is really just a silent, slow riser. It's not making too much movement like we have seen where it would be at just pennies and then it goes up to dollars. It's a little bit different as far as the chart from other stocks we've looked at, but it's still being talked about. BNGO is something a lot of people are making money on, depending on what price they got in at. Some people got in around here. Some people were smart enough to get in even back in April. But there's definitely a range of prices here that you could have gotten in at, but nonetheless, you would have made money. Say you got in there, that would be like 70% if you sold there, or even sold here, 50%. So some people are making nice profits. It's not several 100%, but it's still something. I would assume they're banking on it to hit over 2 and change as it did over here momentarily in this October 16th trading day, but then it quickly crashed even the next day, but you still could have sold right there and made a profit even if you were holding on to it past the 15th or 16th rather. So what's going on with BNGO? Well, this right here, this stock received bullish praise from a Wall Street pro. So BNGO, or BioNano Genomics, shares have been on a tear this month. The stock price of this life sciences instrumentation company has raced ahead 52%, leaving the iShares Nasdaq Biotechnology ETF IBB in its dust. But would you believe it's even further to run? Would you believe it can go up another 155%? Well, Maxim's 5-star analyst Jason McCarthy does. This stock has been making moves after new data published by an international consortium showed extremely promising results for one of the company's products. In a study of 85 patients with inherited genetic disorders, BioNano's genome imaging instrument Sapphire identified all 100 chromosomal aberrations in patient samples, and therefore equaling cytogenetics standard of care tests such as karyotyping FISH and or chromosomal microarray. Why is this important? Well, McCarthy explained that considering that the aberrations required a combination of all three methods to complete, Sapphire being able to match the results in 100% of cases with a simplified automated workflow further highlights Sapphire as a disruptive technology in the cytogenetic space. So this analyst argues that the Sapphire could be a game changer in the emerging digital cytogenetic space. Labor-intensive methods are normally required by cytogenetic labs in order to detect and diagnose SV, or structural variation-driven diseases. Additionally, these working practices have notable limitations and require a combination of methods to provide comprehensive characterization. McCarthy currently rates BNGO a buy, along with a $2 price target. So that would pocket investors a hefty 155% gain should McCarthy's thesis play out in the year ahead. Now, this is a very speculative stock, and I have played around with biotechnology companies in the past when I used to try to attempt to trade, and any single bit of positive news would make investors go crazy. There'd be a massive pump, and then you'll see the dump, which is a large crash and a substantial loss of money. So with any biotechnology company like this, especially this cheap, under $1, you have to be extremely careful and be willing to risk every nickel that you put into it, because it could very well go to zero. One analyst could be saying this, but another one could be saying that it's a piece of garbage, and that's probably the sentiment that a lot of people would agree with. Even on positive news, I've seen biotechnology stocks tank even after a good result, after a phase like a phase 3 or phase 4 test result. Still, stocks have tanked. So I can't recommend this stock one way or the other, and it's very unstable. This would be a total gamble, but if that's your style, then by all means, all the power to you. Net account value, a little bit less, stands at 180.85. And no new news yet, no more free stocks in recent days. We used to be on a little streak a few weeks back or a couple months back where people would be getting free stocks. I'd be showing you new free stock like every single week. I guess people are not signing up with Webull. So if you would like free stocks, you can go ahead and use my link down below, and then I can show you what kind of free stock that you get and also I get. So it's a win-win scenario, and I look forward to seeing you in the next episode. If you did enjoy this episode, be sure that you click that like button, just helps with that YouTube algorithm. And if you want to see more videos from my channel and episodes, then you can click that big red subscribe button. And if you want to be notified every single time I make a new one, go ahead and click that notification bell as well, so you're notified every single time I make a new video. See you in the next one.